Hello and welcome back for Question of the Day by Dorisa Claybrook. Some of you out there might be referring to me as Professor Claybrook. I do teach medical coding and I teach here at my local college. So welcome back. Okay, today's question. This is a patient of 15 weeks, a person that is 15 weeks pregnant with triplets. The OB/GYN performs a trans-abdominal ultrasound to assess the heart rate and the fetal position. So we have four code choices, just like you will have on your CPC exam. So this gives you an idea of what you need to be writing in your books. To me, whenever I give an open book test, that's exactly what I expect, is for you to have lots of great notes. But there's lots of questions out there on what constitutes a great note. Now, we are very limited by AAPC and AHIMA as to what we can do and cannot do in our coding books to set for certification. So, as a reminder, keep in mind you cannot write a full entire sentence in there or question from a practice exam and all of the answers. But you can make some notes so that the next time whenever you're going through your coding book, you will understand the difference between a couple of the codes. So I like to look at things in order. So let's look at 76815. Now, whenever I see the word triplet, my mind automatically goes to, I might actually want to put ×3 on there because there are 3 different fetuses. But we don't really know until we start reading the full code descriptor of what can be added per code. So 76815 is on page 551 in your CPT 2022 book from AMA. On that code, it notes that 76815 is ultrasound pregnant uterus, real time with image documentation, limited though, fetal heartbeat, placenta location, fetal position, and qualitative amniotic fluid volume, 1 or more fetuses. Now that could be a potential code. It does say we would have to go back to the very beginning of the main header, which would be 76813, to find out if that is trans-abdominal approach or not, because we did not have that in that actual descriptor. So that would be my question that I would be asking myself, is what approach? So if I go clear back, now you'll notice there was 76815 was indented in, and the main header, or the main term there in descriptor, was 76813, which does say ultrasound pregnant uterus real time with image documentation, first trimester, fetal nuchal translucency measurement, trans-abdominal approach, or transvaginal approach, single or first gestation. So we are under the correct main header or full descriptor. And so 76815 is definitely a good possibility. When you go on to look at 76813, and then you want to maybe even still consider the ×3 on there, we need to look at what 76816 states. It goes on and states that it's an ultrasound pregnant uterus real time with image documentation, but the key word here is follow-up. And we do have a parenthesis that we need to pay attention to: reevaluation of fetal size by measuring standard growth parameters and amniotic fluid volume, or re-evaluation of organ systems suspected or confirmed to be abnormal or on a previous scan. Well, I don't see anything about previous scans. I don't see anything about being a follow-up. So to me, I can automatically pretty well throw out 76816, which would be A. And then you have 76801, which is trans-abdominal approach when you go through the reading, but it says first trimester, and it is less than 14 weeks. So that would not apply. So now we are throwing out A and D. And let's go on forward to the next slide and look at the rationale. The answer is actually C. Even though, like I said, even in my own head, I wanted to go ahead and put times 3 for those 3 fetuses. When you look at 76815, it says 1 or more fetus. So that code would work without the times 3. So what should you do for notes? It's very important to put good notes in your book. First of all, you need to have several things. I like to have a highlighter. I love to have different color markers. In fact, I have a red ink pen that I use for grading, so that's always great. And then I will typically write in a black marker. So there are some systems out there on how to mark your books and find things easier along with tabs. But you can also do it the simple way with just 3 different colors. So the first thing I would do is I would highlight on 76815 that it is for 1 or more fetus and that it is limited and states fetal heartbeat, placenta location, and fetal position. And then on 76816, I would highlight that it is a follow-up. It is a trans-abdominal approach. And so even on 76815, you might want to go ahead and bring that note forward from 76813, trans-abdominal approach or transvaginal, so that you will remember next time that it is for either one of those. So it's very, very important to put good notes in your books, and that is what I'm here to share with you on how to do. So hopefully that has helped you. One other thing that I did want to share with you is this little Coder's Desk Reference for Procedures book. I found this to be very, very helpful. So it is a little book that can be a game changer. And I like it because it shares with you more information about each code. And it goes in and describes to you exactly what is an ultrasound. So it might be something you might want to consider. I did want to go ahead and invite you to ask questions. You can send your questions to Dorisa at dorisaclaybrook.com. So if you have any questions about this particular coding question for the day or any of the others that might be stumping you out there on your practice exams or any of your coding material, please send them my way. Again, I am Dorisa Claybrook, or also known as Professor Claybrook, and so I just want to say, hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.